Bafethu, izithelile i-IDEC. Ngithanda into yoba akho kwamntu oyithelile izifake ngaphakathi emanzini abilayo. Jonga lapha. Kudwandla ama-South Africans nje athi nje awasayifuni nokuyiqonda into edibene ne-IDEC. Makudismendlilwe kudispandwe lento ebizwa ngoba yi-IDEC. Ngoba insusa yakhona ngizona ixelela ihistory yale IDEC. Uba sesinento ekuthiwa yi-IDEC nje isukaphi nizoyibona into yoba man ubugulukudu bayo vele inzala leyayo yathi izalwa yazalelwa phezulu ubugulukudu. Bafethu, iyavela into ethi nizawukhumbula mos into yoba kuyokwavela lamahimihimi into yoba kune-warrant of arrest for uGeneral Dumisani Khumalo makabalekele epolice station wazisa uthe xa seke lapho hayi kwatshintshwa istori hililiyelele. Hayi kwaze kwaphuma mos ne-media statement apho kuthiwa khona i-IDEC ithi ayikho loo nto ngamahimihimi. Hayi bafethu, ibuyile i-IDEC nento ethi hayi yona ikhona into ethi uGeneral Dumisani Khumalo uzawumela into yoba makathini, kuzomela into yoba makabanjwe. Ubanjwa njani uGeneral Dumisani Khumalo? Ubanjelwani? Hayi bafethu, abafuni ukuyikhipha njena. Mna ndithetha ngo-spokesperson uqobo beke interviewer kufuna kubuza umcimbi nokwenza into yoba okay zithini i-charges zakhe. Hayi i-charges zakhe uzazixelelwa mhlebanjwa. Okwangoku isaphoziwe into nokwenza ne-arrest yakhe because ukumaqhuzu ojongene nalo mcimbi wosuku olukhulu i-30 zikaJune. So animbambi ngoba nilindele into enokwenza ne-30 zikaJune. Phofu uGeneral Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi uyitshilo into efana naleyo the time interview. Wathi bazaziphendulela bathi umthetho omnye lo othi kanti nimphi ithuba umuntu agqibe lento lena then ke ngonizaphinde nimbambe. Kutheni ningaske bambambe once igqithe yonke lento le? Hayi kuthiwe abafuni ukudestabilize into nokwenza nematch. So nizayithini lento xa singavele sidecide ukumatcha oko singami because akukho apho sike sathi khona after i-30 zikaJune sobe sigqibile. What if nje i-30 zikaJune kuzabe kuyi serious warm up iseza eyona nto enkulu indumo ezulu siseza nayo bazayithini loo nto? Hayi ke uye watshone vela apho hayi futhi ndayithanda i-journalist yamfaka ekoneni into yoba kodwa ingathi inobugulukudurha mani le ndlela abenza ngayo akayiboni yena. Hayi akho nto wrong apho ngento yoba bangambambi ngoku ukumbamba kona bazambamba. Kodwa ubanjelwani bafethu asikayazi. Itheni ndinixelele ngale nto ebizwa ngoba yi-IDEC. I-IDEC lena bafethu stands for Investigating Directorate Against Corruption. Ninivila ndithi zi-abbreviation ze-IDEC. IDEC leyo eyaformulator in fact iqale pha ku-2019 iqala iyi-ID kwakungekho u-AC lo sekugqibeleni kwakuyi-ID kwi-Investigating Directorate. Iqalwa ngubani? I-implementwa nguPresident Cyril Ramaphosa ngexesha leZondo Commission. Yayi-implementela into yoba izodila nomcimbi onokwenza nantoni nee-cases ezisuka phi eziminator kwiZondo Commission. Khani ngixelele ngabapha abantu ababanjwa after la Zondo Commission yintoni nje into ebhadlile eyenzeka ngoba umphumela nje osengqondweni owenzeka kulanto ka-IDEC yeZondo Commission nayo ke i-IDEC ngumphumela walanto kaZondo Commission ya-implementwa ngelo xesha. So nizaw understand ba yintoni i-IDEC lena. So i-IDEC lena yaqala ke because temporary futhi ngoko iyi-ID. Then around I think it was in 2024, this one I'm speaking under correction, kulapho yajika yabizwa igama ngoba izawuba yi-IDEC sebefaka u-AC lona and izathini izajika ibe permanent. Yaba permanent ngo-2024. Jongani nje from 2024 okanye masithi nje at the end futhi not na early apha egqibeni ka-2024 thuni ngoku ukubola kwe-IDEC I think it was around July August but kwezo nyanga nje thungoku nibe senyijo. So uba ngaba iyayekwa izathini kuyoba yini into yayo because socacile ibole izalwa. Uboss wakhona kumaqhuzu nguJohnson lo i-EFF lead uJulius Malema akathi andazi wa cross reference nje ngaye ebuzekelisa buzelekelika nje no Winnie Madikizela Mandela umama wethu ke phofu. So nguye uJohnson lona. So kucacile nje ubugulukudu obupha bafethu buninzi. Asiyazi yawuzala nkomoni. Phofu ezi-30 abathi balindelwe ukuva uGeneral ukubamba uba makagqibe uGeneral Dumisani Khumalo. I-1 zikaJuly. KusuGeneral Khani kuMandla Commission. Ngizake ndibona into yoba ndiyayifumana i-interview ka-spokesperson na ndinifakele yona apha. Hayi bafethu, zithi nje South Africans nje. Enye yanqunga nami ndike ndayenza ividiyo ethi ayidisbandwa ngani le IDEC esesiyibonile into yoba isebenza parallel namapolisa wethu, enye isebenzisa amapolisa wethu nzima. Kaloku i-SAPS angeke idisbandwe yona. Permanent structure. Le bafethu yinzala yobugulukudu. Yazalelwa phezu kobugulukudu beZonto Commission. Akho nto enhle ke ibiza phuma kuyo. Nansi iSunday World ithi nje ipressure sukela inyoka emgodini izihlelela. Njengara Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi bafethu la qembu eliya ngabezinyanya man, akululanga ukulwa nabantwana bezinyanya.
To this cluster meetings, therefore, they were made aware after they had already made the decision and having communicated with the set people or the generals.
With that being said as well, Mr. Kganyago, doesn't that say a lot about just how we're operating in complete non-communication whatsoever? You say you can't tell us what the charges are for as well. Yesterday, General Mkhwanazi was outside the police station, also quite confused as well. And speaking to Newsroom Africa, he was saying they don't know of any investigation. They don't know what the charges are. So surely those that you were calling to say they must present themselves should know what they're being investigated for.
Not necessarily, because when investigations are done, sometimes people are called to be asked questions. You sometimes hear people being called to say, we're just calling them in for questioning. But there are instances where investigations are done with the information before them, and then they are then called to say, present yourself. And then when they are at court, they will be there, not at court, at the police station, then that's when they will be served with the charges. And from that point onwards, they will know what the charges are and then prepare. And that happens on a day-to-day basis. Therefore, there's nothing sinister about having a situation where there's non-communication, because you don't necessarily have to communicate with the accused people before they are charged.
But in saying that there's nothing sinister as well, there clearly is something seriously wrong going on here with these two entities, and it just looks like a public spat between law enforcement officials. The rumor was that, and I think we should address this, that IDEC only issued out these warrants of arrest, if there were even warrants of arrest at the time, but these calls were made because of rumors that the SAPS were going to be investigating the IDEC head. And in retaliation to that, within 48 hours, they were told that they would be also arrested. So there seems to be a lot of tension and, yes, something sinister.
Now, those are some of the things that we say are circulating, and they are not true, because investigations around this matter would have been dealt with long time ago. You will remember when the IDEC head went to the ad hoc committee, she mentioned there in the public that there are matters that they are dealing with. They will not deal with them until the ad hoc committee has finalized its work, and then they will continue with them. Therefore, such kind of insinuations and untruthfulness cannot be left unchallenged, because there is no such a thing. We are not aware of any kind of animosity between the two parties. Here, we are dealing with investigations, and if investigations are leading to you will then be asked to come and explain yourself in the court of law. And this is where this thing is happening. It has got nothing to do with whether somebody was going to be charged and there's a retaliation at any point.
But if that's the case, you're dealing with an investigation, you're dealing with facts, as you're saying, and the person is now called into the police station, and then you're saying that, oh no, we'll actually postpone this. And the question that General Mkhwanazi asked was that, why would you pause or put an ice on justice? If you do have a legitimate case against General Khumalo, why are you then staying it? Why are you pausing it until post the 30th of June?
Yeah, you can do that. That doesn't only start with them. It happens all the time. There are instances where you can call a person, for example, and say, you must come and present yourself today, and the person tells you that I'm not in the country, I'm out somewhere else. You will have to wait for that person and postpone the implementation. Therefore, these things happen. It's not something that is alarming that happens. And in this particular instance, the interest of the country was put forward before this matter, because this matter will still continue after that interest of the country has been done.
You say it's not alarming, but for many it has been alarming, considering that if there is, like I said, a legitimate case against them, you're saying it happens, people are maybe abroad, and then we have to postpone something. We know that General Khumalo is here. He's doing the work on the ground.